Hello, E-Ray Taronic here, Master Weaver of Mystery Suspense Thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. I'm here to bring you your Thursday, Friday, Saturday astrology for the week of November 14th, 2021. Now, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for those of you who purchased and will be reviewing my newest psychological thriller, Deadliest Intuition. I really appreciate all the birthday support you guys came out and brought me, all of the people who purchased autographed copies and all of the people who purchased paperbacks and ebooks. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Now, I'm going to let you know, because I know your time is valuable. I'm going to let you know what your challenges are going to be this week, your opportunities, and your assistance. But before I get into that, I want to make sure that you guys know on Thursday on Cool Conversations with LaShira Lee, there will be an interview with actor, comedian, Kiana Dancy at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday. So check out Cool Conversations with LaShira Lee on Facebook. In addition to that, on Friday, you can check out Freestyle Friday with the Facebook group ICU Reading and Chatting. Every Friday, if you want to participate as an artist, you can contact Ebony Evans. She's the president of ICU Reading and Chatting Book Club on Facebook. If you haven't checked out Latoya Chandler yet, you definitely should. She is Mental Chatter Musings Spotlight of the Month. You can check out one of her novels, or you can go on over to Treasures and Spoils and check out her candle lines. Her products are exemplary. I'm actually a consumer of hers, so I can attest to that. You will not be disappointed if you purchase her products. If you're looking for a Christmas stocking stuffer, check out A Perfectly Fine Christmas by LaJill Hunt. The novel is out everywhere books are sold. Make sure you read and review. It is the bookish thing to do. Let's get into your astrology. Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign people. E-Ray Taronic here with the astrology portion of your reading for the week of November 14th, 2021, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, horoscopes. Now, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video. It lets me know you appreciate the content that I am putting out. On the 18th, the sun is in Scorpio at 26 degrees. This is an angle that favors education and pursuits in justice or law. And here is where knowledge is power. This is your area of relationships. So you could be gaining justice throughout some kind of relationship here if you have placements in Scorpio between 23 and 29 degrees. Now, Mercury in Scorpio at 20 degrees will try Neptune in Pisces, so a blessing comes in under the guise of communication. Dreams, illusions, delusions, even inspiration come into play when we're talking about Neptune. This is where you want to put in the work in your area of friends, goals, and social groups. And it's directly aspecting the challenges you've been facing with your relationships with your friends. Some sort of blessing is going to come in. Some communication is going to come through, and it sparks, some type of inspiration within you. Okay, which brings you some sort of blessing. Now, the moon, if you have placements, between 17 and 23 degrees of Scorpio or Pisces. Now, the moon in Taurus will directly oppose Scorpio at 20 degrees. Don't get caught up at this angle. You need to watch out for ill-intentioned people who intend to diminish your worth or your resources in some way as it pertains to, and this is a relationship, trying to diminish you, your resources, or your image. Maybe the first impressions you make. And you also need to make sure it's not you working against yourself as well. So be very mindful of your actions, especially in home and family and in career, if you have placements between 17 and 23 degrees of Taurus and Scorpio, of course. Now, on Friday, November the 19th, the sun is in Scorpio at 27 degrees. And this talks about, quite frankly, it's an angle of misfortune. With this angle at this degree, If you have placements, I'd say between 24 and 29 degrees of Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, or Aquarius, you want to watch out for misfortune, whether it's violence, theft, or loss. Be mindful of your belongings. Be mindful of the people around you, because if you have those degrees within those, if you have placements within those degrees, in any of those signs that I named, you could definitely be dealing with this. Scorpio is your area of relationships. So you want to watch out for your relationships in home and family and in career, because you can get into fights with them. You could have one of them stealing from you. You could lose one of those relationships. You could be out hanging out in career or at home and lose some of your belongings around the house or in career, or, you know, at your job. So just be mindful you're paying attention on that day. Now, around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the moon is at 1 degree Gemini, and it'll couple with the North Node in Gemini, which means you're going to be really focused on your money and your resources and how you can forge to your highest aspirations as it pertains to your money worth and resources. Now, it's going to directly aspect your shared finances, endings, new beginnings, things you're passionate about, you know, sex and intimacy. And these are the things that you're devoted to right now, because that's where Vesta is. It's allowing you to create some kind of relationship or commitment as it pertains to what you think and preach, your education and skills, even long distance travel, so that you can bring in that money and those resources that you need to forge towards your highest aspirations. Don't miss this opportunity to move forward, because it's time to commit to whatever it is you master. If you have placements in Gemini, Capricorn, or Sagittarius between 0 and 3 degrees, this is aspecting you. Also on Friday, Venus in Capricorn at 12 degrees will trine Uranus and Taurus at 12 degrees. So a shocking blessing can show up under the guise of romance, finances, and pleasure if you have placements between 9 and 15 degrees of Capricorn or Taurus. So check your chart. Artistic recognition can show up for you as well. Now, of course, for you, this is talking about education and skills, long distance travel, what you think and preach, your morals, your spirituality, bringing some type of blessing into you, even recognition for your education and skills. Let's hope this blessing doesn't cause any friction with anyone else. Just make sure you're a lover and not a fighter. Lilith in Gemini is making a fated aspect to Mars and Scorpio at 13 degrees on Friday as well. Your instincts can get you to trouble, into trouble at this angle. And this is about your instincts with money and resources, okay, as it pertains to your relationships. You don't want to get into any fights or arguments or anything like that with anybody. And you want to focus on where you can gain the most, as opposed to wasting energy where there are no rewards to be had. Here is where you want to be mindful of being taken advantage of as well over money and resources. Keep your lips sealed if you have placements in Scorpio or Gemini between 10 and 16 degrees, because you can find yourself being taken advantage of where money and resources are concerned. Now, the full moon is also on Friday. It's a partial lunar eclipse at 27 degrees of Taurus. The lunar eclipse will last for about 3 months. You're all already feeling the energies of it. And it promises that we all will be losing something or giving something up in that area of Taurus. For you, that's about yourself, your soul, your image. Okay? Practice makes perfect if you don't want to suffer losses. Skills must be honed and assistance must be appreciated. So if somebody's helping you, show them appreciation, because it can easily be lost. Let's look at the blessings, opportunities, and challenges that are going to show up for you if you have placements between 24 and 29 degrees while this full moon eclipse is going on. Now, the areas where you're going to see losses are your areas of home and family and career. And it could very likely be a relationship. Okay, maybe it's a job. Maybe it's a home and you're moving. It could be any of those things. The assistance you're garnering, so that would be, Aquarius, Leo, or Scorpio. The assistance that you're garnering is in Capricorn and Pisces. So you'll get help from friends and people within social groups to help you accomplish goals. They'll be communicating with you to help you out. Maybe expand your reach to your networks of people. Your siblings, even your neighbors, will be lending you assistance over the next few months. Your blessings will be in romance, creative endeavors, and children. And they will be as far as what you think and preach, education and skills, spirituality, morals, long distance travel. So you could be traveling with a lover or children or for a creative endeavors. And all of that's going to bring you in blessings if you have those placements between that 24 and 29 degrees of Capricorn or Virgo or even Taurus. Those blessings are coming. Now on Saturday, November the 20th, the sun in Scorpio is at 28 degrees. And this is an angle that favors the clever. This is you being clever in the area of relationships. This is where knowing when to keep things under wraps will bode well for you. So you can't be letting everybody know everything as far as career and as far as home and family, because everybody's not for you, you know, or they might mean to take advantage of you. So if you have those placements in Scorpio, Leo, or Aquarius between 25 and 28 degrees, this is aspecting you. Around noon, the moon in Gemini at 13 degrees makes a fated aspect to Venus in Capricorn at 13 degrees. So something fated shows up as it pertains to romance, finances, and pleasure. And it's dealing with your money and long distance travel, or your money and resources and things at a distance from you. Long distance travel. You might be traveling with somebody, going out and having fun. People might be traveling with you to go out and have fun. Okay, you might be making money through your education or what you think and what you preach, but you need to beware of insincere people, because someone could be attaching themselves from you, someone at a distance from you, or even attaching to you for travel. You know, they're attaching for gain. Say, for instance, you're going out of town and somebody doesn't know they don't want to spend any money, but they want to go where you're going, so they want to go with you because they know they're going to leech off of you the whole time. So be mindful of that if you have placements between 10 and 16 degrees of Capricorn or even Gemini. Around 2 p.m. on Saturday, the moon at 14 degrees Gemini will make a fated aspect to Mars in Scorpio. So a challenge can surface that requires your energy. You want to check your work to play ratio and your work to pay ratio, and check and see if it's fair. Enhance your skills so that you can increase your value. Otherwise, you may find yourself cheated if you have any placements between 11 to 17 degrees of Scorpio or Gemini. And remember, Scorpio is about your relationships. Okay, your relationships, and Gemini is about your money. So you don't want to be cheated out of money, you know, within your relationships or your resources. Okay, so be mindful of that. God bless you guys. I've attached the I'd say the tarot portion, so you can check that out. It's coming up next. Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign people. Taronic here with your tarot portion of your reading for the week of November 14th, 2021. Make sure you like and subscribe. It lets me know that you appreciate the content that I am putting out. But let's look at your week, okay? Your week seems to be permeated by the Star card. The Star card talks about hope, okay? The woman on the Star card, it doesn't have to be a woman, but the woman on the card is watering the ground around her. She's cultivating, you know, her plans and things like that, and she has hope, okay? And that's what the Star card points to. It also points to you being on the right path, you trying to make a dream come true, okay? Now let's talk about that. Okay, you have the happy family card, okay, to where your happiness is aspecting you, but it hasn't come in yet totally, because there's a choice that has to be made. Okay, you're waiting for a decision to be made so that you can receive some type of gifts or unearned income or unexpected money or something like that. You're waiting to get more clarity on it. Okay, more information is going to come in about this Ace of Swords. More mental clarity is going to come in as to this money or payout or gift. Okay, so more information is going to come in about that. It's going to give you some type of mental clarity. Now you also have aspecting you your stability. Okay, according to your stability, there's some monotony that has set into a relationship, but you've still been plotting forward and moving forward. Okay, there's some type of, either the tower is going to come in and it's going to tear some things down as to this relationship that you've been plotting forward within, or some type of shock or surprise is going to come in where you've been moving forward. Let me ask them, is this bad? Is this tower bad coming in? Is this tower a good tower or a bad tower? What's aspecting this tower? Okay, well, we got the Wheel of Fortune that flipped around. So this looks like it's good. You know, maybe this is a relationship where monotony has been setting in and you've been constantly moving forward, and now some surprising or shocking news comes into you. Now this has to do, you also have a business partnership or either a love relationship aspecting you. And with that business partnership and that love relationship aspecting you, you have the Nine of Pentacles, but it's upside down. So that talks about some type of financial setbacks or some money wars going on, some arguments about finances that are straining your relationships, either with a Scorpio, either with a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or rising sign person that you've been having this with. But there's some type of momentary peace. Either you're moving away from this situation, or there's momentary peace that's going to be restored because of maybe even some fast communication that's coming in your way, or some hasty communication. Maybe even hasty communication has been making causing the setbacks or causing the money wars and things like that. Try not to fight with anyone this week over money, but there is some type of peace being restored, some type of peaceful transition coming in about this money strains, or these strains on this relationship, okay, about this financial perspective. So that was all about kind of, I think those are all kind of dealing with the same thing, okay. You need to try to make sure you find a perspective on this situation, and start pulling out of the fire before it spreads. If there is some type of fire going on, don't rush into battle, okay? Take that momentary peace that's coming in, that momentary calm, accept it. Now, your challenge and advice is permeated by the Empress card. The Empress is fertile. She's abundant. She's a staple for good relationships. It could be a mother figure as well, or an aunt or something like that. But this is a staple for good relationships, okay? Abundant, fertile relationships even. Your challenge is either you're dealing with a mother or a business organization, and you are maybe a patron of the arts. You're secure, you're abundant, you're practical, you know, generous, and you're a hard worker, you know, and you're being asked to have strength within this business organization or with this mother figure, or the mom side of the family or something like that. Okay, you're being asked to tap into that security, that generosity, that hard work, that hardworking business woman or man that you are. Okay, you're being asked to tap into that and have strength. Okay, that's your challenge, is you having that strength. All right, continuing to be that hardworking person. Okay, now your advice is to plan. Okay, plan as much as you can for the future while you're waiting. Okay, in suspension. And I know it's hard to try and plan as much as you can while you're waiting for more news to come in, but that's what Spirit is telling you. Plan with what you have, where you can. Okay, because you could be in a state of severe depression or hopelessness, maybe even torment. And you got to be aware of thinking like this, okay? You got to get out of this, all right? Do what you can to get an objective look on what is going on around you. This is the situations could be very overblown too, okay? You might be responding to situations with overblown reactions. So be mindful of your reactions this week as well. It's the full moon. All of us signs have kind of got it hard this week, you know, with that full moon aspecting, and it's a lunar eclipse, so it promises that we're losing something or giving up something or relinquishing something for a lot of us, you know. So I mean, for your areas, your areas of Capricorn and Virgo, it'll be blessings that you're bringing in. So whatever you're losing, the blessing is coming in through those avenues. But, you know, as far as your Leo and your Aquarius placements, you want to look at those, because those are where that full moon is showing something where you might see, where you might have to give something up, or you might see some type of loss. All right, so just be mindful of that and look into your chart and check that. God bless you guys, and I hope this helped. Bye now.